Alright, hi guys. Here in San Diego right now. I'm at Comic-Con. And I'm gonna do an unboxing video in a little bit. This may go up before then just because they're easier to put up, but you'll see that soon. So I'm currently on day 2. I just wrapped it up today. And I managed to get an opportunity before the end of the day to go to a screening for the new DC animated film, Batman and Harley Quinn. So I figure, you know what, let's do a quick review on this one. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to get too much into spoilers because that doesn't come out until August. So I'm going to try to keep it relatively brief while talking about everything that deserves to be talked about. First off, general thoughts. It's fun. It's fun. It's good. It's not great. It's not groundbreaking, but it's also not really trying to be. So it kind of gets a pass in that regard. This is the first really comedic DC anime movie they've done so far. And it's kind of hit and miss, at least in the first half. It gets better in the second half, but the first half is a little kind of, it's mixed. It's mixed in the first half. So I'm not going to discuss anything that isn't already shown in any of the trailers or the behind-the-scenes stuff. So Bruce Timm's art style is back, which is great to see. I can tell, I don't know if it's deliberate or not, or if it's a budgetary issue, but you can kind of tell he hasn't done it in a while, though, because a lot of the actions, at least not in the non-action scenes, look a little stiffer than they used to, like in the animated version, or even Justice League, I would argue. Just a little stiffer, a little less movement involved. Everyone kind of walks into like a straight arch line, mostly Batman. And it also kind of flat without dimension, which granted it's a 2D anime film, but I don't know, I never really had that problem with the Justice League cartoons or the TAS series. So that's just one thing I noticed. It's not really that big of a deal. You kind of get used to it. I do want to give credit though to say that the voice acting is really good. The woman that got to play Harley Quinn, who was in Big Bang, I don't know her name. She did great. There's some great. She really knocks it out of the park in this movie. She's a great Harley Quinn. She's clearly having a lot of fun with the role. She has a lot of fun lines. She has a lot of fun interactions. I mean, she's like the title. She's one of the title characters, so you have to get that right, and they do. Not all of her scenes work. Not all the comedic scenes work. There's a couple that drag on a little too long, and some jokes that don't really work for me. At the same time, I feel like, because I went to the panel too, I feel like Bruce Timm and everyone's kind of aware of just how silly some of these jokes are. For example, there is, it is kind of funny because it's Batman dealing with these comedic shenanigans. And he's like, he and Poison Ivy are playing it very straight. Nightwing from the TAS comes back in this one too. He's really fun to watch. I didn't realize that was Saul's brother from Better Call Saul until I saw the panel. I was like, oh shit, that's that guy. I wouldn't have guessed, surprisingly. But anyway, so very quickly go over the story without giving too much away. So the basic story is it's basically an extended TAS episode, but with a lot more adult jokes. A surprising amount of adult jokes, actually. Whereas Poison Ivy and the Fluorescent Man, who's new to the series, let's call it a series. I'm assuming it takes place in TAS continuity, but Bruce Timm even said, like, you can really consider it does or it doesn't. It's really whatever you want it to be. And they're trying to turn all the world into plants, and that is their evil plan. Now, Batman and Nightwing are on the case, and they are recruiting Harley. Well, not recruiting so much as trying to get information out of Harley Quinn that turns into recruiting after what is admittedly a pretty funny scene involving her and Nightwing in the bedroom. And again, this is behind the scenes stuff. Yes, there is a Harley Quinn Nightwing relationship in the movie, but it's not really hammered in as in, oh my god, they're in love now. It's more just, they just fuck. They fuck a couple times, and that's it. That's all it goes down to. There's some funny chemistry between them after that. Batman's reaction to all this is pretty great. So then Harley Quinn decides she's going to join in too, and then they basically go on to stop Poison Ivy and the Fluorescent Man. The movie shines in the interaction between the characters, like Batman just reacting to all the insane shit going on around him. Even like some of the dumber jokes still worked in some degree because it shows Batman just reacting to it. Like again, like I said, there's an extended fart joke where Harley Quinn farts in the car, and it's not. It drags on longer than you think it should, but it is just funny just watching Batman in his very stoic nature just kind of go. So that was kind of funny. But like there's some weird comedic choices in this film. Like there's some like it's not necessarily a bad thing. Experiment, try different humor, but at the same time also it just kind of comes out of nowhere. Like, and I don't want to give too much away, but there is an homage to the Adam West pop wow zap moment, and that whole sequence is kind of bizarre and honestly just felt like it was there to pad out the runtime. That's I think maybe the big first part of this movie, and again, without giving anything away, like there is a lot more padding in the first half than there is the second half, and I think that's why the second half is a lot better because it feels tighter and there's less just not interesting nonsense. Like there's a whole thing in the club. I'll talk about it more when the movie actually comes out, but there's a whole scene in the club that involves singing and all that stuff, and it goes on a little too long for me. Like it didn't really do much for me, so that was kind of when I was like, okay, wrap it up, guys. But the actual comedy, when they're all together, they're all on the adventure, that's fun. That's I love the way they interact together. That's all pretty fun. There's a great scene between Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy that I can't say because it's giving away too much, but it's so good. It's so funny. And it's almost worth watching for that one scene alone. I love how these characters, like Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn in particular, just love the way they bounce off each other. The scene where she actually tries to talk Poison Ivy out of doing what she's doing is great. Whoever plays Harley Quinn, her comedic timing is fantastic. I love how, like, Poison Ivy, even the one who played Poison Ivy just straight up said, like, yeah, I thought this was a lot more serious until I saw the movie. So I thought that was funny. Yeah, like, overall, I would say it's fun, it's enjoyable, there's definitely a lot of laughs to be had. I think it's really just kind of toughing out till the second half. Not that the first half is bad or anything, but it's a lot tighter in the second half, a lot more entertaining. That being said, I did like there's also a little bit of commentary in there about how hard it is for someone who's trying to get their life together to actually get their life together because of your record and all that stuff. It's a very brief scene. I actually thought it was really well done. It added like a little more serious tone to this movie. Harley Quinn is very well developed in this movie. She does feel like a well-rounded character. Smart, but yeah, still that insane part going on for her, but not unsympathetic. She does try to do the right thing. She wants to do the right thing. Floronic Man he's just a bad guy. He's a big burly green bad guy. You could replace him like Bane, he would have been fine, really. Yeah, I mean, I can't think. It's like I can't say anything else without giving away spoilers. So, do I recommend it? I would say it's a rental. I don't know if I'd buy it necessarily, but like when it pops up on Netflix, I'd watch it. Yeah, because there's enough laughs and a lot of sex jokes, surprisingly. And it's definitely entertaining. I was genuinely entertained. So, yeah, I recommend it when it comes out. I know they have a Fathom event coming out pretty soon. Maybe if I go see that, then I can do like a more official review with somebody and we can talk about it more in depth. Unfortunately, right now my hands are so tied because, again, I just don't want to give anything away for those who didn't get a chance to see it and are planning to go see it. So I gotta keep my mouth shut. So I think that's all I can really say without giving anything away. Yes, if I were to give it a scale between 1 and 10, I'd give it like a 6 or a 7. It's solid. It's not one of their best, but it's also not trying to be. It's very firmly planted on chic. It knows what it wants to be. It doesn't always succeed in what it wants to be, but it's worth it for the times that it does. So, yeah, I think that's all I got for this one. I'm going to record the unboxing video for my most recent batch today, so watch out for that video. I'm also probably going to attach some footage on the end of that one from the con because I didn't take a lot of footage today, which I'll talk about in that video. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video, which probably won't be very long from now, so bye.